Seriously?
Hey guys, and welcome to another Ork Tactics video with myself, 6+ Stevo. In this one, we're taking a look at these gits, the Nobz. These boys come in at 105 points for a unit of 5, and their stat line is as follows. They have a 6-inch movement, a toughness of 5, a 4+ save, 2 wounds, a leadership of 7+, and an objective control of 1. They have the keywords infantry, grenades, and Nobz, and they have the following options. They come equipped with sluggers and big choppers, but any one of them can replace their big chopper with a power claw, or replace both those weapons with a combi weapon and a close combat weapon. And for every 5 models in the unit, they can be equipped with 1 ammo runt. And the unit composition is 1 boss nob and 4 to 9 Nobz. So, the Nobz, what do we think? Well, let's take a look at it, shall we? Let's take a look at their weapons first. They have they come equipped with a big chopper and a slugger. So the slugger is a range of 12 inches, 1 attack, ballistic skill 5+, strength 4, no AP, and damage of 1. Sluggers generally don't do very much, but they are useful in that you can still shoot them in the shooting phase if you are locked in combat, which is always quite a nice little ability to have, and one that I quite often forget about, but it's worth not forgetting about because you could chip away the odd extra wound here and there, so it is worth remembering. And big choppers. Big choppers are nice. I'm a big fan of big choppers. They are a melee weapon. They get 3 attacks, weapon skill 3+, strength 7, an AP of -1, and a damage of 2. Very, very nice indeed. I'm a big fan of big choppers. But they can change them, can't they? They can change the big choppers for a power claw, which is a popular choice. They also get 3 attacks, but you do lose a bit on the weapon skill. They get weapon skill 4+, but they do get strength 9, AP -2, and also a damage of 2. So the differences between power claws and big choppers are better at hitting, but power claws are going to do more damage. Well, they're not going to do more damage. They're going to hit harder with more strength, and they've got much better armor penetration with that -2. But hitting on 4+, for me, my preference is with big choppers, but both are good. And then they also have the option to swap all those weapons out for a combi weapon and a close combat weapon. The close combat weapon, 3 attacks, weapon skill 3+, strength 5, no AP, and 1 damage. It's basically the equivalent of not having a weapon, you know. It's, yeah, the close combat weapon is not great. A big chopper, definitely much better. But the combi weapon gives them a nice little punch in firepower, or at least it used to. We've gone over this on the channel many times. I won't bang on about it, other than I will just quickly say combi weapons are a bit crap. They come with the keywords anti-infantry 4+, devastating wounds, and rapid fire 1. They have a range of 24 inches. They get 1 measly attack, 2 if you're within that half range with that rapid fire, ballistic skill 5+, strength 4, AP nothing, and a damage of 1. So you're really just looking for that anti-infantry 4+ or the devastating wounds, and then it's probably just going to bounce off the armor. Obviously not with the devastating wounds, but with the anti-infantry. They're just not very good weapons. They're just not. But we've banged on about that in the previous video, so I won't bang on about it again. They have the abilities, the boss's lads. While a war boss model is leading this unit, each time an attack targets this unit, if the strength characteristic of that attack is greater than the toughness characteristic of this unit, subtract 1 from the wound roll. That's quite a wordy rule. I don't like the way it's written. I think they've gone to a little bit too much effort with that one. But basically, it makes these guys tough. If you attach a war boss to your Nobz unit, these boys are quite resilient. They've already got a toughness of 5. So they're already tough and resilient, like most Ork units. But if the strength of the weapon is stronger than their toughness, so if they're hit with anything strength 6 or above, then you are taking 1 from the wound roll. That is very, very good. That's a really, really good rule, actually. And anything weaker than that is not going to be wounding it on anything more than a 4+ anyway. So probably the best thing you could hit a unit of Nobz with a war boss would be a strength 5 weapon, because then you're wounding them on 4s. But yeah, anything else is going to be deducting 1 from the wound roll, which is, yeah, that's nice. That makes this unit quite hardy. They've got a reasonable save of 4+ as well. So yeah, I would definitely be an advocate for sticking a war boss in a unit of Nobz. It's going to make them quite tough, quite hardy. So yeah, pretty good stuff. And that works from shooting and in combat as well. So yeah, it's going to help give them some staying power. Then they've got the Wargear abilities, Ammo Runt. Once per battle, each Ammo Runt this unit has, for each Ammo Runt this unit has, when this unit is selected to shoot, it can use this ability. If it does, until the end of the phase, ranged weapons equipped by models in this unit have the lethal hits ability. It's nice, you know, give the unit lethal hits. It sounds good on paper until you actually look at the weapons they're equipped with. Sluggers, okay. It'll, you know, it's not too bad, I guess. It's a nice little buff. It's not going to cost you any points. But, I mean, I don't know. Give your sluggers lethal hits. Okay, cool. It's not bad. The combi weapons, on the other hand, I would argue that lethal hits could actually work against a combi weapon, because then you're missing out on that potential devastating wounds, which is really the only way that a combi weapon is going to do anything. If you're equipping your Nobz with combi weapons, you're really just looking for those critical hits. And yeah, the lethal hits is going to bypass that because you automatically wound, bypassing the chance to even go for a devastating wound. So, yeah, I don't know. I think it's something that a lot of people are going to forget about in game and not pay much attention to. I think if you've got them all armed with big choppers or power claws and you've got sluggers, I think it could be pretty good, because it's just going to buff those sluggers up to give them lethal hits. Going to make them a little bit more effective, but not by a huge amount, let's be honest. You're still hitting on 5s. You're still going to miss with most, but, you know, yeah, I think they've just got to get rid of combi weapons, haven't they? Bring back our combi scorchers and our combi rockets, please. And also, the big glaring squig off in the room is, where have the choppers gone? Games Workshop, where have the choppers gone? They're literally, look, he's literally holding a chopper. They come with choppers in the box. It's crazy. Why do our Nobz not have the option of choppers anymore? I think it's utterly ridiculous. It was a really popular choice, and it's just a shame that it's gone. I think it's a real shame that it's gone. But, moaning aside, I do like this unit. I think this unit is good. I think, though, potentially a little bit overcosted, especially when we compare them to the flash kits that we looked at previously. The flash kits are really cheap for what they do, and they're effectively still Nobz, and they have choppers. But I suppose 105 points for a unit of 5, all armed with power claws or big choppers. They do lay down the hurt, and if you stick a war boss with them, he's going to buff them up nicely, along with their inbuilt rule, the boss's lads, that's going to increase their toughness. They are a pretty good unit, and they do still have quite a few options. You can mix and match the weapons as you see fit, so you can have a couple of big choppers in there, you can have a couple of combi weapons in there, so you can really mix them up, which is nice. One of the few units left where we still have a nice bit of variety in terms of options, and it's a fantastic kit, isn't it? It's one of the greatest kits we've got, actually. It's such a good kit for bits and parts, but that's not what we're here to talk about, is it? We're here to talk about their statistics and stuff. But yeah, on the whole, I think they're good. It's nice that they've got the grenade keyword as well, especially if you've tooled them out primarily for close combat. Being able to toss out the occasional grenade is always a nice little buff. And they make a really good bodyguard unit for a war boss. So yeah, on the whole, I like them. I think though, when they're fighting for competition in your army with Mega Nobz, with Flash Gits, and with boyz as well, really. I think they could potentially be dropped a little bit in points. And yeah, bring back our Combi Scorchers, bring back our Combi Rockets, bring back the option to give them choppers. But otherwise, generally, I think they're a good unit and very characterful miniatures. But there you go, guys. There are the Nobz. What are we going to look at on the next video? Well, let's take a look at these gits. The Storm Boys. I'll see you on that one, guys. This is 6 Plus Stevo, signing out.